G'day fellas and welcome to a very special casted game. We are here right now on the pup with a highly illegal game coming to you guys live. We've got Jesus is Lord playing in the color purple as the Ottomans, and on the opposite side of the map in his inaugural pup game playing in the color yellow as the Ottomans as well. It is the one, the only, the Viper. He is back, ladies and gentlemen, and he's playing the pup, opening us up with a double scout opening. It looks like he may not have read all the patch changes and about the new scout meta that's been happening. That is right. Players are just avoiding going for this second scout, but it seems like Viper did not get the memo. He is going to be opening up with a double scout. We'll check in with Jesus is Lord and see what he's up to, as it's going to be a single scout opening for him. Now, this is the Viper's very first Ottoman game we are witnessing right now. Now, when I say very first game, you know, he may have a Smurf account, he may have another account, he may have been doing skirmishes with the AI and didn't resign and didn't kill the AI, so it doesn't actually show, but it's the first game on the record that Viper has played as the Ottomans. We're getting to witness it right now. I'm curious what direction he's going to go. How does he look to play this civilization? Obviously, it's a brand new civilization, but he's going to be familiar with it because there are familiarities, there are similarities there with a lot of other civilizations, a bit of crossover with some of the civilizations that already exist. They're a pretty standard civilization. It's basically just like French with military schools. That's pretty much it. Well, not really, but you guys get where I'm coming from. There's a few little differences around the edges, but for the most part, it's that same kind of opening. You know, the 7 villagers on food, 3 villagers on gold, then we're going to rally out to wood, all that good stuff. Now, this, of course, is the most recent patch on the pup as well, so the Ottomans are going to be starting out with that extra wood. And, of course, the map is Hideout, so Viper should be familiar. I'm pretty sure this map might actually be on Age of Empires 2. No, I can confirm it is on Age of Empires 2. So Viper should be pretty familiar with this one. I think it spawns a little bit differently on Age of Empires 2. It's basically in Age of Empires 2, if I remember correctly. I might be speaking out my ass right here. It spawns as a 4-player map every single time, and sometimes you'll spawn like here, and your enemy will spawn right next to you, but it's kind of like that, and then you got to expand down and around, and your enemy will have to go up, and then by the same token, you know, that your enemy, or you could spawn over here. So it's basically just kind of random. But you get these nice little wooden walls as well on this map around the outside of your base, and it's very easy to go through them. But Viper, speaking of easy to go through, he's now looking to begin working on the forest. Now, this map, of course, Hideout, it's going to need a few changes. Number one is the proximity of resources to the town center. As you guys can see, for Jesus is Lord, he's been praying pretty hard over here, and he's got a gold mine that's pretty much right underneath the town center. Look at that. How are you ever going to siege this mining camp down? It is insane. It is so damn close, but it looks like he's going to be going for a potential second town center. We do see the Sultan Hadi trade network coming in for him. We'll check in with the Viper and see what he's going to be going for. It's the Twin Minaret Madras. So Viper going with the Drongo special here. I say the Drongo special. There's only me and a couple of other guys that like this. Everybody else seems to like the other landmark, the Sultan Hadi trade network, which is definitely a network I can get behind. You know what? I feel like that's kind of like a YouTube name that I could do, and maybe we could like shill cryptocurrency on there. The Sultan Hadi trade network. Maybe look for some Sheikh to sponsor us potentially, but Viper picking up plenty of sheep. Look at this, 12 sheep coming out for the Viper. Just a single villager on gold for the moment. It's actually tapping away with 4 villagers there, so everything looking pretty standard, pretty stock standard at this point in time. Keep in mind 50 stone in the bag already for him, so he may only need to send out 5 villagers over to stone if he does look to add in that second TC. But we do see, so far, Jesus is Lord with only the 2 villagers here on stone, indicating to me he's probably going to be dropping down a military school sooner rather than later. But let's watch and see what he does as the villagers move in. There's the military school coming down right now. Blacksmith yet to be seen, but keep in mind, one of the changes in the most recent patch for the Ottomans are that the blacksmiths do have a reduced cost, down from 150 down to 100. It's the same with their docks, with their archery ranges, stables, and their raxes as well. Age up now coming through for Jesus is Lord. Let's look to see if he actually sends these guys off to trade. Now, that's probably a pretty decent distance. I reckon he could do it, but he's not going to, instead opting to begin training traders immediately from the Sultan Hadi trade network. Also got that military school coming up, so Viper looking to play it standard over on his side. Opening up with a stable, just avoiding the unique aspects of the civilization. Now, Viper still yet to learn absolutely everything about this civilization. Obviously, it's going to take time. This is his very first game here with the Ottomans. And look at this, we got an interesting opening. He's going to be going with survival techniques, not taking advantage of those new berries. Obviously, once he works out how to play the civilization, it's going to be simple for the guy. But until then, we're going to give him those tips and make sure he knows exactly what is up. Not that he watches our content. He's a busy guy. He's got a lot of stuff going on. Now, This map is absolutely great if you're looking to get in on that survival techniques nice and early. Not only do you start off with those 7 deer underneath the town center, but you've also got 1, 2, and then a central pack of deer as well, a 3rd one if you would like to fight for it. Your enemy's got a 4th one and a 5th one back here, nice and safe. So there are plenty of deer packs out here, 3 deer packs for the Viper with a central one in the middle. But we do see villagers now for the Viper. He was on stone for a brief amount of time. I'm not sure exactly what happened to those stone gathering villagers. It looks like he just put out a handful. Military school also going to get dropped down. Blacksmith. Viper getting into business. Spahi #1 on the way out towards that enemy base. Jesus is Lord. Going to need to begin prayer because that mining camp is under attack. And we can see he's worked his way all the way up to 5 out of 6 traders so far. So nice little passive gold income. The first of the Imperial Council going to be coming through for Jesus is Lord. Let's see which direction he looks to go for. Is it going to be Anatolian Hills? Typically, that's what you see players go for, but there is a lot of food on this map, and I guess realistically, it is going to be Anatolian Hills, so he didn't look to go for that berry landmark, so it doesn't really make sense for him not to go for Anatolian Hills. We do see a barrack coming up now. Military school. Blacksmith just stopped being made at 1300 out of 1326 out of 1500. Not the best. Archer. He's got the military school working on Archer. Second one coming up. Spy going to be coming in now. Archer going out a little bit too far. Viper with the bait. Beautiful little pickup in the early game. Let's see if he's used that fortitude. Hasn't just yet. There we go. Viper with the fortitude. He knows what's up. Immediately looking to push that Archer back towards the town center. Not going to have too much luck as the Spearman does make its way out onto the field. Spahi, unfortunately, copping a lot of damage. And Viper now going to be looking at his own technology. What direction does he go? Is it going to be that Anatolian Hills as well? A pretty standard opening for most players to be heading towards that Anatolian Hills. Going to be increasing the gather rate of his stone and his gold, as well as giving him 8 sheep, which, I mean, you guys can do the math. 8 times 250, that's a lot. That is a lot. But I suspect Viper right now, you can see he hasn't used it yet. I reckon he's reading through them. He's like, which one will I take? Now, an amateur would take, there you go, there we go. Anatolian Hills coming in at the town center. No real surprise there. And have a look how much, and this is something that I love to talk about as the Ottomans. You know, what is it that they get? Often when you look at a civilization and you're trying to understand, okay, what does this civ do and what does it do really well? One of the things Ottoman does well, it does food well. It does food really well. We're talking 18 sheep under the TC. That's a lot. That's a lot of food. That's almost 5,000 food, 4,500 food under the TC. And then you've got 700 food here in berries. Okay, you got 375 on this side, or sorry, 350 on this side, 350 on this side. So you've got 700 food there that respawns. So they do food really, really well. So you want to try to maximize the bonus that you get from that food aspect. But Viper now hunting around, looking over towards that enemy base, seeing if there's anything he can find out, whether there's any poking and prodding that can be had. You can see he's got his first spearman out as well. Looking to move out onto this mill. A lot of sheep still under the town center. Perhaps thinking a bit more about technology rather than thinking about gathering up those resources. The mill going to be forced at this stage to just remain incomplete, like a little bit like a Backstreet Boy right now. And with that being incomplete, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. The wheelbarrow is still yet to come through. He'll be looking for it, and we can see the macro falling a little bit out of favor right now for Jesus is Lord. Speaking of our other Lord, though. The Viper. I mean, he's technically not our other lord. Our other lord is Doubt. So, I mean, what would you call Viper? I mean, he's a deity. He's definitely a deity. Deity? Deity? I say deity. Look, that's a discussion for another day. Discussion for another day. Viper now gathering up plenty of food and definitely thinking about going towards that castle age. He's done a great job just keeping his enemy in the base at the moment. The semi-fast castle, definitely a strategy that works out with a lot of civilizations and a safe strategy for you if you're playing Age of Empires 4, especially if you're not familiar with the civilization. And now we see Jesus is Lord looking to throw down a couple more production buildings. It's going to be an archery range and 2 barracks. So he's going to be going triple barracks. We see archers in the queue at the military schools. Now, you guys will know, I've talked about this a million times before, and I'll talk about it again. You don't want to be making archers out of your military school. The reason why is because they cost wood. And one of the things that is plentiful on every single map, very close to the town center, always going to be nice and safe, it's wood. So you don't want to be using your free resources on a resource that is so plentiful. You want to be ideally using it on units that cost food or gold. So your Janissaries, your Knights, your, I guess your Spahi are also really, really good in the early game. They are the best things for you to be doing it. So the way I would have done it, I would have gone Spearman with my military school, and I would have gone a whole bunch of archery ranges because you got so much bloody wood down here. Viper now going up to the next stage though. It's going to be the Mehmed Imperial Armory, the MIA coming in for him. And we'll take a look and see whether... Oh my lord, did you guys see the amount of vizier points that he got right from that? Jeez Louise, that took him from about 30% all the way to the full level. I didn't realize fast castling got you that many points. That's ludicrous. Phew, holy dooly. That was a lot of points. Well, let's see what direction he goes. Now, typically you would expect him to go into military campus, but Viper may look at siege works as a potential siege crews as a possibility for him at this early stage, and might even look to go for a timing with it. He's researching wheelbarrow at the moment. Got a fair bit of units here, and we see the first of the Janissaries coming out. Viper, don't do me like this. Viper and the Janissary. Name a more iconic duo. I'll wait. Oh my lord, it is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Another military school coming out on the other side of the map. It looks like Jesus' Lord going to be throwing down that third one, remaining in the feudal age and dropping down another blacksmith as well. Unfortunately, doesn't have the best base building down just yet. Eventually, players will learn to do the optimal base building, but it seems at this stage, Jesus' Lord yet to learn it completely. Janissary still coming out across the field. Mangonel, it's in queue. It's about halfway done at the moment. Keep in mind, he's got the blacksmith right next to him. Look at Viper's beautiful little building that we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these larger buildings in the radius of the blacksmith. He is indeed throwing down that third military school now. We'll have access to a fourth one if he so chooses, but I can honestly see him going into siege crews here. I don't actually think this is going to be terrible for some sort of timing push in the castle age. If you're going to go like a Janissary Mangonel timing push, I reckon that could actually be legit. The Janissaries can repair the Mangonel. The Mangonel's going to be firing faster. Look at the Janissaries. Viper's Janissary timing push. It's happening. The very first game we're seeing him play Ottomans. He's bringing out the Janissaries. Oh, could he potentially even think about moving into Janissary company? It could be an option for him. Let's watch and wait and see how he plays it. That could definitely be an option for him if he's looking for this kind of early timing push. Janissary is going to do very effectively up against any kind of cavalry that his opponent's going to throw out. But at this stage in time, we've got a little bit of how's your father happening. Look at this. Jesus is Lord. Indeed, receiving some divine messages, rallying all of those units slowly around the edge of the map. We've got ourselves a little bit of a roundabout, a little bit of a whoopsie-doo. And look at this. Viper might be under some pressure here as he's turning the attention. He's looking to pick up reinforcements. Viper actually going to be spotting out the reinforcements of his enemy and looking to try and cut them away. And we can see Viper actually returning back to base. A men-at-arms also going to be coming out here. Plenty of units. Mangonels also out. Viper able to clean up a couple units back here. Got to be careful of the spearmen. Spearmen able to defend against that archer, or defend that archer rather. Spy doing a good job, and we can see this push really happening right now. Viper needs to pull out a miracle. I mean, at this point in time, look at the, oh my lord, Jesus' Lord he's been working overtime. He's got a miracle or two that's happened. 63 military, oh, I've been sleeping on Jesus' Lord. Viper, it ain't pretty, my friend. You're gonna need some help right now. Oh my lord, 63 military against 27, more than double. Viper with the Mangonel, he's looking, he's looming. Well, get me into that cinematic mode. You guys know I want it. I want to see it. Show me what you got. And he gets a pretty decent shot off into a lot of the spearmen. Spearmen now looking to come through. He's going to be focusing down the archers. Archers, big shots. Healing up. Oh, he's healing up the Mangonel. Mangonel goes down. Another Mangonel still coming through about halfway in. He's struggling right now, holding his best he can, but the Janissary's looking to come through. Look at these bad boys teeing off towards the enemy. Villagers coming out, men-at-arms moving forward. We see the archers doing a decent job just picking off the ranged units here on the backside. Look at him focus them down, but it's going to be the men-at-arms he's looking to focus down. Battering ram still working towards that town center. Viper looks like he might be running out of pace at this point. He's dropping down more military production. The question's going to be whether he's able to hold it. We saw a whole bunch of villagers heading back towards the town center. Looking to repair it up, and now they're going to be working through the rams. Huge amounts of damage. Ram number 1 going to be going down. Ram number 2, where art thou? Villagers jumping inside. More units making their way around. These guys initially were looking to pick up the reinforcements, and now the Janissary is going to be coming in together with the men-at-arms. Viper looking in his first game here to pull out a victory, and he's going to be able to shut down this attack. I can't believe he's done it in such style. That was impressive with the Mangonel. That single shot onto the archer line was all he needed, and he was able to pull out a pretty decent result from that. We check in now with the villager count and see how he's doing. Viper at the moment sitting on 40. Compare that to his opponent, Jesus' Lord, on 49. Now keep in mind, a lot of those villagers, those economic units are these traders that are just kind of chilling out for the moment, not doing a whole lot. But now that push going to be coming out. Janissaries looking pretty good. Unfortunately, these guys get absolutely shreked by the archers on the backside. Viper's got plenty of archers of his own. Janissary is an incredibly expensive unit, but the Mangonel comes out. And Viper's push, once again, looks to be a strong, a steadfast push. Let's take a look and see. Viper's actually got a second Vizier point. He could be moving straight into Advanced Academy if he wanted. He could go Military Campus, Advanced Academy, switch these guys into Janissaries. But I guess for the moment, he's just going to be pumping out Men-at-Arms. We see an outpost, a few more Men-at-Arms and a crossbow moving out across the map with the Villager. Going to be running into the Wolf. I changed the perspective. I wasn't fast enough, and now the Mangonel, it's looming. Viper sees the units over here towards the east, or rather towards the west. Continuing to push out. The Mangonel is hunting. It's looming. It's looking. Don't do him like that, Viper. Don't do him. Oh, you know he wants it. You know he wants it. He's looking for it. He can smell it in the water. A little bit of a counterattack over towards that east side. Viper holding on. It's not looking good for him, though. Not looking good, but the stone is slowly gathering up. He's got 6 vills on stone, so it could be a forward keep that he thinks about. It's going to take a while with a single villager, but hey, if there's a miracle that you could be asking for right now, there ain't no better guy than Viper to be calling for it. Second Mangonel is out alive. Battering ram going to be coming out here, and we've got a couple of Imams moving out onto the field. We'll take a look at Viper and see how he's doing. Where are those Janissaries? How many has he got? He's got 3 out at the moment. Not a huge amount. Janissaries going to be careful here up against those archers. Those archers do very well. And Viper, once again, here we go with Viper looking to try and connect. He does a pretty decent job, but the Imam's going to be able to heal this one up. And once again, the Mangonel going to be getting some decent shots off on the back line. Viper looking to hold. Mangonel shot looking decent. Looking decent. Where are those Imams? Those Imams. Where are the Imams? There they are. There's a single one that's coming down, but the Mangonel comes in. 5 archers falling to the ground in a heartbeat, and Viper just absolutely destroying this position. The Mangonels, the Men-at-Arms, the Janissaries, it's all coming together, baby. Villagers going idle as they try and repair up this Mangonel on the backside, and now another shot coming in. Watch out, watch out! The top rope Viper just hitting home non-stop with the Mangonel shots. Somebody take him down. Somebody stop him. And Viper looks like he may indeed be holding this attack, this just everlasting attack. It's been insane, honestly. I'm impressed with Viper's first game. The Janissary hold together with the Mangonels. It's looked pretty, and he's done a great job. He manages to keep the head above water, cleans up the position. Villager count 45 versus 49. Keep in mind, a lot of those villagers are indeed these ones back here. And now Viper going to be doing a bit of a counterattack. Good game gets called. Viper victorious in his first game as the Ottomans. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this casted game. Make sure you go check out Viper. I'm going to leave a link in the description of where you can catch him. And, hey, he's looking pretty good, isn't he? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.